Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales. I'm your host, Adrian, and today we're shining a light on a story that truly embodies what Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, stands for: empowerment, advocacy, and the unwavering belief that girls everywhere deserve to feel safe, confident, and supported both online and offline. Growing up has never been easy, but growing up in today's digital world, that comes with an entirely new set of challenges. Today's young women are navigating a landscape where their worth is measured in likes, where their self-esteem can be shattered by a single comment, and where the pressure to be perfect is relentless. So what do we do about it? That's the question Meghan asked, and instead of just talking about the problem, she decided to be part of the solution. On this year's International Day of the Girl, Meghan's Archewell Foundation reaffirmed its commitment to building a better digital world for girls. In collaboration with Pivotal Ventures, founded by Melinda French Gates and the Oprah Winfrey Charitable Foundation, Archewell continues to support an incredible partnership between Girls Inc. and Dassault Hearthstory, two organizations that are changing how we think about technology, mental health, and digital wellness. Girls Inc. has championed girls' rights since 1864, serving young women ages 5 to 18, particularly in underserved communities. Half the Story, founded by Larissa May in 2015, is a youth-led non-profit dedicated to empowering healthier relationships with technology and social media. Their mission? To make sure that young women can navigate the digital world with confidence, resilience, and emotional well-being. In October 2024, Girls Inc. and Half the Story launched a national education partnership. The program delivers digital wellness education to communities across the United States, focusing on how constant connectivity impacts girls' confidence, friendships, and mental health. This isn't just about limiting screen time, it's about empowering girls to take control of their relationship with technology. The curriculum covers understanding social media algorithms, recognizing digital burnout, building healthy boundaries, responding to cyberbullying, and developing authentic self-esteem that isn't dependent on likes or followers. And who better to help drive that message than Meghan Markle, a woman who knows firsthand how online abuse and toxic digital culture can affect a person's mental and emotional well-being. When Meghan visited Girls Inc. of Greater Santa Barbara in 2024, she didn't just make a photo op appearance. She sat down with students, listened to their experiences, and spoke honestly about the realities of online bullying, misinformation, and the emotional toll of living under constant scrutiny. She shared her own experiences not from a place of victimhood, but from a place of strength. She talked about what it's like when thousands of strangers feel entitled to comment on your worth. But more importantly, she spoke about resilience, about finding your voice even when others try to silence you. Her words resonated deeply. She spoke about the need for compassion in digital spaces and reminded everyone that kindness, especially online, is not weakness, it's strength. In 2025, this initiative expanded even further with the creation of the New York State X-Teen Tech Council, a project launched by Half the Story to give students a voice in policymaking. Now think about the teenagers having direct conversations with lawmakers about how phone-free school policies, social media use, and digital access affect them. That's empowerment in action. The Council grew out of Half the Story's Digital Civic Academy, which trains nearly 60 students each year in advocacy and leadership around digital wellness. These young women aren't just learning how to stay safe online, they're learning how to lead. They're learning how to shape technology policy and make the internet a more human, more empathetic place. Think about what that means for a 16-year-old girl who's spent years feeling powerless against the algorithms. Now she's sitting at a table with legislators, sharing her expertise, offering solutions, and being taken seriously. And what makes all this so impactful is collaboration. Each organization brings something unique to the table. Pivotal Ventures brings innovation and deep understanding of how women can drive progress in technology. The Oprah Winfrey Charitable Foundation offers decades of commitment to education, empowerment, and emotional health, particularly through Oprah's work with girls' education in South Africa. And the Archewell Foundation focuses on building safer, more compassionate digital spaces through its Responsible Technology Youth Power Fund, a project that has already funded dozens of youth-led organizations around the world. Together, these forces form a powerful network with one shared goal: ensuring that every girl, regardless of where she lives, has the chance to grow up in a digital world that supports her well-being. This partnership is about more than awareness. It's about action. It's about investing in infrastructure, building the systems and programs that allow youth advocacy to thrive. It's about making sure that when a teenage girl speaks about how social media affects her self-esteem, there are adults who listen, policymakers who act, foundations that fund her ideas. That's what Archewell Pivotal Ventures and Oprah's Foundation are doing. They're not just writing checks, they're changing systems. They're building ecosystems of support. And the results are already visible. The programs are reaching thousands of girls across the country. Participants report feeling more confident, more informed, and more capable of managing their online lives. Teachers say students are more engaged and willing to have difficult conversations about technology. Parents report their daughters are opening up about their online experiences in ways they never had before. For many of these girls, this is the first time they've been taught not just how to use technology, but how to understand it, how to question it, and how to protect themselves from its darker side, while still benefiting from its potential for connection and creativity. And that's what makes the Archewell Foundation's involvement so meaningful. It's not about prestige or publicity, it's about purpose. It's about long-term commitment to systemic change. And this reflects so much of who Meghan has become as a global advocate. From her early work on gender equality and her speeches at the UN, to her advocacy for paid family leave, to her more recent focus on digital safety and mental health, Meghan has consistently used her platform to uplift women and girls. She's not just advocating from the sidelines, she's partnering with educators, technologists, and young people themselves. She's creating pathways for real voices to be heard. Her approach is not about telling young women what to do, it's about giving them space to define their own narratives. There's a saying Meghan once shared: "When we speak, we don't just voice our own truth, we give others permission to do the same." That's exactly what this partnership stands for. It's about amplifying youth voices, making sure that girls growing up in the digital age can navigate the noise, find balance, and build their own sense of worth independent of likes, followers, or filters. It's about creating spaces where girls can be honest about their struggles without shame, where they can ask for help without being dismissed, where they can dream big without being told to stay small. So, on this International Day of the Girl, we celebrate Meghan's ongoing commitment to this vital cause. Through Archewell's partnerships and her personal advocacy, Meghan continues to redefine what modern leadership looks like thoughtful, inclusive, and rooted in empathy. She's showing the world that when women invest in girls, entire generations rise. That when we create spaces for young voices, solutions emerge that none of us could have imagined. That when we choose compassion over criticism, we build a world that works better for everyone. Because every girl deserves to grow up in a world, digital or otherwise, where she feels seen, valued, and free to be herself. Thank you for watching Meghan and Harry Tales. I'm Adrian, and if you believe in Meghan's mission to create a kinder, more connected digital world, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Together, let's keep these conversations alive for every girl, everywhere.